Hey everybody, and welcome back to Susquehanna River Valley. We are in New York tonight. A little farming after we flew across the globe yesterday to farm in some Italia farmland. It's not quite time to make hay yet. Hold an eye, it is still early spring. We're at day 4. Halfway through early spring, right on time for moving into mid-spring, sometime around Friday afternoon, I believe. We're going to try to get some crops planted in the ground. Then hopefully this weekend we'll be able to put some corn in the ground. Maybe we'll even do some soybeans. We've done soybeans in a long time. But today we're looking to put some grass in the ground. And we're looking to put some oats in the ground. For sure. But first off, we have to finish our cultivation and our application of anhydrous across all our fields. This is the last field we've got to do. And well, this is pretty much the last pass we need to do.
Oh, you're on your last pass?
I'm on the last pass of anhydrous and cultivation. And I'm down to 10% on the tank.
Right here. Seed first?
Sure. We've got a couple fields that are fully fertilized. Seed before fertilizer in the seeder.
Yeah, I'm assuming I can get it seed from Agway. I think I can.
Howdy, Nuka-Cola, what's up? I think. I don't remember. Maybe you'll toggle through on that. There's a lot of things. You could buy seed and make some. Or you could buy some wheat and run through the seed factory. I don't know how long it would take.
Yeah. Might do that later. I'll just see if I can get. I'm pretty sure Agway has it.
Oh well, you could just budget, toss some manure down and then seed. Getting the real seeder ready today, are you? So Nuka-Cola, you'd be proud. Turns out that this is nearly a K server. Just doing some farm tours earlier, just kind of seeing what everyone else had picked so far, and pretty much everyone, other than Raz, was running case.
It's a sprayer.
It's just one sprayer. Nuka-Cola says you're making poor life choices. As I mentioned, lots of other people on the server basically are all running the case.
You didn't have Case Patriot on here, though, did you?
No, but I do know that there's a certain modder working on another one.
Ah.
Probably when it'll work right. I might have to
doing 96 miles per hour down the interstate. I hope I don't wreck.
Oh, that would be nice. Oh, there you are, getting off the exit. Victor's Imports got great demand on poppies. Plant poppies. The government doesn't come. We're going to return this to the anhydrous point. No, 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 no great demand on puppies. Jeez. Oh no! Hit a pole. Gotta watch out for the pole. I'm gonna have to get something to wash this truck off with. This tractor. Spray it down real quick. Wrong turn. So my theory about putting a map in the mod folder and then being able to pick lighting from that map doesn't work.
Yeah, I tried it earlier. Or yes, last night.
Looks like you have to actually know what you're doing and make a custom lighting set of XMLs. Okay, that just kind of precludes lots of people. Oh, all you really need is just a truck. Just a truck to transport everything. And then your tractor really isn't going to be going that far from the farm once everything's actually bought.
I forgot I had lime in this tipper, dude.
Gotta go all the way back. What do with the line?
I don't know.
Don't cave.
Plan.
It says don't cave to red pressure.
I got a plan down here. Bought another industrial lot.
Oh, look at that. He's already expanding his operations. Satellite office. Hey Darren, what's up? It looks like red dirt's already got some seed or some grass growing. But since we're hauling this with the tractor, we won't be catching air. And, oh, really good. So, almost used 2 whole tanks on our fields. Just 7% left on our second tank. Could very well be, David. Could very well be.
There we go.
Keep spending money with him. I mean, I think he should buy some wheat. Take it over to the seed factory. Start making some seed. He should be able to sell the seed for a lot more than he bought the wheat for. I think someone's already been here.
I think that's a good idea.
Magical tire tracks. Oh my goodness. This joker. So are able to buy seed.
How much you want, you know?
Tell me how much it'll.
Which one did you get? That Meridian?
Yeah.
I think it holds. I think it only holds like 25,000. Let me look. Is it 250? What does it say? We'll find out.
And Nitrodad didn't leave like a spray washer down by the gas station. Whoa, let's go back here. Let's actually fuel this tractor up. So this gas station looks like they're well stocked with propane. So we went. I went and made Easter dinner this year, and we only have one oven, so I had to like cook the ham in the grill. Basically, turn one side on and try to keep it general temperature. Put the ham on the other side and basically activate the oven. But I was like, oh man, I got to put this thing in. Oh, we were also making some ribs. I was going to get some ribs on the grill. And I wanted to cook it for like 4 hours. I'm like, I don't know if my tank's going to last. So I sent the kid out to find propane. He's gone for over an hour. Calls me and says, nobody has propane tanks. Like, what? She's like, yeah, like the gas station down the street says he hasn't seen the propane truck in months. I'm like, what on earth? You can't be telling me this virus is causing a propane gas shortage. What the heck? I don't know where she finally found it.
Behind you.
I see. Big blue flashing all his lights at me. Nervous. So yeah, people, if you need propane, you better go out and look for it.
See, I don't know why.
Because there might not be any propane around.
When in multiplayer, because I'm not letting off the.
It's just looping the Jake, even with your full on throttle.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not to my play. You know?
All right, it's back this way. Back this way. All right, hopefully it'll work. Hey, Richard, what's up? Yep, she's going in.
Alright, it's 43,000 liters. It's the same price as in the shop. It's 90 cents a liter. So you can guess how much it is.
Expensive.
Yeah, let's see here.
All right, let's. Oh no, let's.
Yeah, it'd be $39,700, sir. But I didn't make any. All I made was $1,000.
How much are you ripping me off for?
Oh no, I'll send you an invoice. Don't worry about it.
Oh, 37,000.
Because you need you want a tank of liquid, right?
37 what?
39.7 for that seed.
It's the last seed I'm gonna ever have to buy.
Probably. I don't know. It's, you know,
Hey, Bailey Farms
figure that
Gaming.
looks.
I've had something interesting happen on this map. Never seen happen before. Sometimes I get in a vehicle and it won't move. It won't go forward, it won't go reverse until I turn the engine off and start it.
Yeah, that happened to me the other day. I thought it was just maybe me.
No, it happened to me. First, it happened when I was doing the map tour with Nitrodad. I was in the 82 Studio Chevy. And then it happened to me again when I was in his truck, his TLX truck. And it just happened with the case. All right, let's get this cedar.
Just the Dukes of Hazzard off
See
the
how
hill.
this thing does. this filled up with seed. Bought 4 pallets of seed the other day.
You want a full 60,000 effort, or do you want something different?
Yeah. The bin says it holds 72, so.
Does your seeder take fertilizer?
Yeah, it takes liquid.
Okay.
Now we're going to put grass in. First, grass this hill down here. What's closed? What's closed? I'm not able to close the door. Oh, you serious? Farmalls, what's up? Well, I don't know why I can't shut that door. At any rate, I put seed in. This field right here.
I wonder if it's this truck mod that's causing the not being able to open and close stuff.
I don't know, I had the same problem with the pickup. His trailer.
Yeah, I remapped my open close button, and it's been fine for me ever since.
Listen to this thing whine. Heck on. So did you see that green planting machine in the mod hub today? Apparently it's got a configuration option that lets you put seed tanks in the back, solid fertilizer tanks in the back, and then herbicide tanks on it. And you can fill it with herbicide, solid fertilizer, and seed at the same time.
That takes care of it. I wonder if it does it correctly, though, you know?
Well, I was seeing a CLP video, and he went to plant on a field that had weeds, and it was a no-till, so it was planted right over the potatoes that was there. But the weeds remained; they didn't go away, which did make sense because if you plant and there's weeds, they vanish by driving over them. So why did this thing leave the weeds there and his seed was going down, his fertilizer was going down, but his herbicide wasn't. But it made me wonder if you can even fertilize and herbicide in the same growth stage.
Sure. I don't know. I never, because I always wait for emergence to spray, so I never know.
I'm pretty sure with seasons you can't spray and herbicide, or you can't fertilize and herbicide in the same growth stage. It won't take. Yeah, this cedar planter, she's a whiner. That's what I thought, David, in Farmhouse. There's a one or the other per growth stage. It's probably why the herbicide wasn't going down. Right? I should have checked this field. Yeah, see, it needs more fertilizer. Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. We'll just come back later and spray it. I wanted to get the grass in as quick as I could. David, we are not using the realistic seed mod. So they turned it off. Now we gotta hear it wind up again. Oh my gosh, it's loud in here. A real farmer would have to wear some earplugs if it was doing the cedar. And she's loud. Yeah, this one is configured with liquid, and we'll be using that here in a bit. I wanted to get grass in the ground, and I probably realistically should have planted this field first because it's fully fertilized before I went down to this one. But oh well, we're going to put oats in this one. And then we're going to have grass down here. We're going to go with corn. Maybe two rows of corn. And then we're just going to figure the rest out. Just going to wing it. Yeah, I think if I was in single player, I would probably go in and lower the volume on this one a wee bit. But since we are not single player, I'm not going to mess with it because then I'd have to have everybody download it again. I mean, I get it. It's an air seeder, so it's blowing
Liquid
air.
fertilizer's a little cheaper in bulk.
So it's pumping air. I get that.
It's $1.23 a liter. It's $1.60 a liter in the shop.
Great Gatsby, I'm going to run out of money. But it does have some nice animations on it.
Yeah, this loads $83,970.
Lord, man.
Hey, you're set for a while.
I think I pretty much already bought everything I need. Other than animals. Thanks for dropping by, Fury. Well, there's some big red planters out there. Yeah, I saw a screenshot of somebody working on a Patriot sprayer. Nav Gaming, nice. He is not streaming at the moment. Told us yesterday, no streaming this week. He's got some other projects going on. Don't fear. He will be back with content next week. So we're planting this in grass, and then we've got a little strip of grass down by the river. And I think that's going to do us. I mean, we technically have this grass here along the other side of the road that we could make use of. Because we are going to have some sheep and we're going to have some cows. And hopefully we can get a few cuts off of this for some silage and for some hay. About the only thing I'll have to still buy are some bale sheds. Bale storage. Beyond that strip of grass down there by the river. And this strip here. Basically from Central Grain all the way to the map edge. Bunch of grains right there. And the map edge is just past that tree line. Get a little bit of grass off of that.
All I need now for a transportation company is a train.
Trains are expensive.
Yeah. It'd be neat if someone built it in a map where you had to pay like millions of dollars to use the train, but you get way more money for your crop.
Yeah, that'd be nice if you had to like buy car space or something.
Yeah, with the rent them or something. Have you checked out this tanker at all? This 82?
No. Saw you had it.
Yeah, if you come up to your little FERT thing, it's got some pretty neat little options.
Well, that was a wind down and then just sudden nothing.
In fact, I need to turn around technically. It's the pumps on the other side.
Good thing we don't have the hose mod in.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if it works with it, but I'll show you here on the side. There's a pump house that opens. And then if you live at the top, there's the unload trigger. And then you can turn the trailer on and off, but I don't know what it does.
It's supposed to be right there.
Oh yeah, I was seeing how if the pump. I got it right here. I'm trying to see if the pump actually. Okay, no. There it goes. You see the gauge? Did you see the gauge going down?
Yep, it's pumping fast.
Pretty cool.
All right, getting ready for Mr. Wine a lot. Hey, Sidewinder, what's up? Said 83. Said 83,000.
Let me look here. 83,970.
Three, 4. I'm making somebody rich this tonight. Not me.
Oh, I got a tip.
Yeah, so you can't pay in tens.
I really hope they update that paying multiplayer stuff.
Well, I put it in the suggestion box. You know what happens to suggestions in suggestion boxes.
They usually get ignored.
Suggestion box is for you to feel that you're actually making a suggestion. One of the suggestions should be reading the suggestions in the suggestion box. Fold her up. See all the little seed things flip up. And there we go. Ready to transport. Ready to hold on. David says you're watching if you didn't see it.
Yeah, I got you live.
Alright, let's go up the road here and put in oats.
I'm trying to see that seed factory. I don't see it.
Oats. I think it's down here by the BGA. I don't know, David. I just used the anhydrous on everything because I wanted to. All my fields are already cultivated. Oats, then we'll obviously get some straw. We did pay Raz to come and apply some lime to some fields. One of them. Red Dirt Ranch right behind us. If we zoom on in here, I don't know why I keep closing. We hit unfold. They're really cool animations. Boxes have numbers on them. That's some pretty nice stickers. Then we can raise and lower that. guess we could check the shop, right? We could check the shop A. Here it is. Yep. Direct seed. No previous cultivation required. Once we get this field done, then we will fill it up with some fertilizer. Points.
Seed factory.
It's technically below the technically down here below biomass, but I don't see its dot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's empty.
Empty lot.
Yep. Was the mod in there when we started up?
Yeah, I just replaced it. Let me check. Oh, let me check. It's there. So he updated it. Oh. Renamed wrong.
Gotcha.
Blessed. It's good. Zip.zip. Because when he uploaded it to Nexus, which mangles your file names every single time, so I renamed it to the same name that it was on the server, but in that process it must have somehow got .zip. And now the auto save, so I'll have to pull it out of a manual save and toss it in and fix it.
Gotta love multiplayer, buddy.
Yeah, it's that or roll back an entire day.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
So yeah, I guess fire the map up in single player and get the entry out of the items file and download this save and slam it in there and change the item number so it's not duplicated and upload it back and it should be there. Hey David, what's up? Zoom out a little bit. Like I said, oh, now I can shut the lid. Wouldn't let me shut the lid earlier. Okay. No, it wouldn't let me shut them earlier. For whatever reason. That's alright. That's alright. So, let's see here. We got grass. We got grass down here in 134. Oats right here. Thinking corn here. Although, at this point, I'm not going to be able to do... At this point, I'm not going to be able to afford, really, a forage harvester to chaff any corn. So maybe I need to put grass in one of these fields. I'll put grass in 19, and then use that for silage. Grass right there. And the silage bunker's right there, but then I need some way of transporting the grass. Well, I could just wrap bales. I've got the blue silo makes TMR. So I could use that to just make TMR. I would need forage wagon, loading wagon. Huh. I would need a wrapper if I was going to wrap bales. Did I put GTX's fermenter in? Let's check. Nope, I didn't do that either. Hey Rich, what's up? Just trying to stay away from this planter. She's a loud one. I do not have hide objects uploaded. No hide objects. 84, where's that? 84, 85. Well, right now nobody owns that. And it might be something I just go in and delete out of GE if it becomes a problem. Given the amount of money everybody has, I don't see them buying those fields anytime soon. Everybody started with $2 million basically. And that was to buy land and equipment. So the farm was bought for them, but any additional land they buy or any additional equipment they buy comes out of their pocketbooks. So we're sitting here at 197,000, 1.1, 1.2, 900,000, 200,000, and the nameless few, they haven't really done anything yet. They still have some money. Oh, Lone Giant Gaming, welcome back. The link is in the description. You'll be able to download the map from the link. He is Blackbird Farms right here. His area of business is right up here. He is a contractor. Transport, logistics. He does indeed have a camper. We accidentally tabbed to it right after he bought it. It is a case. This is case 2150. It's in the Giants Mod Hub. Just got updated earlier this week. So we're zoomed out because it is loud. Loud boy. It's lower. Keep everybody from going crazy. Zoom out as far as I could.
I wonder how much 60,000 liters of lime weighs.
A lot. Those sell points have scales. Could drive over one.
Let me see if I can find one now. I gotta go slow. The truck doesn't like this much weight.
Oh no, we're doing
She's
this.
a little wobbly.
Doing this all by hand. No reason to waste money on a hired worker. Yeah, lime is, yeah, it's rock. Lime is just a pounded up rock. So we're waiting until we have some grass in our pastures before we get our cows and our sheep. But when we do, Raz is going to be hauling that for us. It says lime is 150 pounds per cubic foot. IRL.
I have no idea how many cubic feet this thing holds.
My guess would be a lot.
60,000 liters is the capacity.
Tagar, this is not Maize Plus.
Thank goodness my truck's 1,100 horsepower.
This is just a multi-fruit map. It's not Maize Plus in any way. Even inside, oh my gosh, she's loud. He's a loud boy inside.
I wonder if you turn down the environmental volume, if it'll. Probably not.
There, we'll turn that down. I don't know anything about John Deere Planter's Lone Giant Gaming.
That case will plant anything, right?
Yep, it will.
Yeah, it's either the case or you can get a edited version of the Great Plains seeder that does that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the base one does. Great Plains. I see the Great Plains does everything.
I don't think the base game one does.
Yep, does.
Oh, the Great Plains does? Okay.
Yeah, there's a modded Great Plains that doesn't.
I gotcha. And then there's a fertilizer tank that you can get for that Great Plains that you can trail behind.
I highly doubt GoldenEye. I highly doubt it. I don't think he's into Maze Plus. But this map does have the multi-fruit, so it's got like carrots and onions and lots of other stuff. But it's not Maze Plus.
If you want to see my big giant auger wagon, I'm here at the Dollar General getting a Mountain Dew. Oh, they got the blue Mountain Dews.
Yeah, you can't jump to the pig food factory because you land inside. Oh, look at that.
It's huge. And it has hoses. £321,421 is what they said. They just broke the road.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can't. That's. Yeah.
It'd sink right through the asphalt, I bet.
Axles would have snapped off. What's funny is I heard my cedar wind down over at Dollar General.
Oh, a DOT cop, that's boring.
Right, we don't need a scale. Oh, thanks for the sub, Mohammed.
Tell you what, it's really nice up here.
Over to Northern Alex.
Yeah, I'm up there along, just right below the hill. This is nice.
He built all that. Then he built it. Yeah, the flat there. There's lots of flat grassland. Nitrodad said he put those in so that people could build out farms up there if they wanted to.
We're taking.
And it makes sense. It makes sense that it would be flat up by the river anyway.
The bridge just broke. 321,000 pounds. Just snapped right through.
Have you ever seen any of those Adam Savage videos?
I don't think I have.
So I got clickbaited into a video that he did on some World War II thing that he wanted to recreate. That apparently when they built it, it was like this big thing on wheels that was driven by a bunch of rockets, and it was supposed to like bust through barbed wire fencing and other barricades and just roll through them and knock them all down and basically make it so troops could come through easier. And he wanted to make it with these giant flywheels power the thing as opposed to rockets. But he got like this 3/4 inch thick plate steel, two huge circular discs, and he was going to spin them up to 1,000 RPM each, one on each side. And they figured that if they used like brake calipers to grab onto the discs, then its momentum would then rotate this thing like 40 miles an hour. And they got it up to like 500 RPM, and it was slightly off balance, so it started to shake and it started to shimmy and like started to rotate toward them. So they had this like 500 pounds of steel just spinning 500 RPMs. I'm like, oh, this is way more dangerous than it should be. We need to figure out how to slow this thing down. Free ride to jail, wag the dog. Welcome to chat. Almost out of seed and almost done. I think we're going to run out of seed first. We'll just have to see. David, did you see the second? I don't know how many phases there were. I saw another video where they had it outside and they were going to do it. And they chickened out and spun it up to about 500, 600 RPM. And it rolled off the trailer and just sunk in the mud and just stayed there. They figured that they didn't have enough. Their brakes weren't strong enough to grab onto the disc to then transfer quickly enough the momentum. Yeah, there's another one out there where they basically took it out to do it. And they chickened out getting it up to like 600 RPM. Pulled the engine off of it. And then applied the brakes. It rolled off the trailer and then just sunk in the mud. Let's go stock up with some seed. And they theorized that it was because the brakes weren't big enough to grab the disc and thus transfer the momentum fast enough. Instead, it basically just slowed the rotation of the disc down because they didn't have the full 1,000 RPM anyway. Working back, they're probably just deco. That's another farm over there. Let's see. All right, let's get into this. Perfect. See, now I can't in. Well, let me close it.
Oh, I'm happy that auger and stuff worked. That's cool.
Yep, that worked. Saw the other Farm King because I'm like, I won't need seed again.
Yeah, I like that backhoe, and I like the orange one with the drive over belt.
I was kind of hoping that the little blue one would be tall enough, but it wasn't. Can I close the lid now? No.
Yeah, it's really good for unloading, but you can't load much with it.
You might only be able to close the lid when it's folded. Try that. Lower it. And it's doing nothing.
Well, my friend, my work is done for the night.
All right, off you go.
Yeah.
You're not streaming tonight.
Nah. I'm streaming next week. Be streaming next week. Have some pre-recorded content next week. All that good stuff.
Yeah, see, I can't end. End doesn't do anything. I don't know.
Thank you for the business.
At any rate,
for
I'll
having
close
me.
it at some point.
Everybody has a good night.
Yeah, I've only spent like 150,000 on Nitrodad today. Jeez.
Well, real quick, do you have the Real Dirt mod activated, or is this built into the map?
I might have added it.
Gotcha.
I have to look. Yeah, Real Dirt's turned on. Gary wants to know what ticket you're on. Or you're pre-recorded. Number 6. Switch this back to grass. And this field needs fertilizer. Right? Yep. Let's go get some fertilizer. Oh no, he's had business from Red Dirt and Northern Alex. I'll have him transporting some animals. Probably in about a week.
Well, man, I'm off. Have a good night.
Fertilizer. We'll fill up all 3 tanks. All right, you too. I don't know how much this takes. Putting on some weight. This farm was pre-built. Did add the Meridian bin and the liquid fertilizer bin. Everything else was pre-built. Let's go get this pallet of seed. And off we go. Planting some more. So we've got oats for our straw. If we do get horses, we've got oats for the horses. We've got grass. We're going to put some more grass down. Be able to do our silage. And our hay. Unfold. There we go. Alright, I forgot this thing is slow. Got a lot of animations to do. And off we go. We're gonna do probably dairy. Nothing super extravagant, probably 50 dairy cattle, probably 40 or so sheep. Might keep some chickens. Hey Chris, welcome back. It's in planting season. We are planting finally. To this point we were either buying equipment, loading out our farm, or putting down anhydrous. But today is planting day. Got 2 fields in grass and 1 in oats. I did kind of splurge a little bit on this planter, but since it was equipped to do everything, I figured it was worth it. So let's go ahead and set our line. We'll see how well we can pull this hill. Going up. No, see, I don't have N. N does nothing yet. Alright. We'll just leave the seed doors open. It is, well, yeah. As I was saying last stream, I think on this map. We're in early spring. Oh no, it was over on the Italia map. We were in mid-spring, and mid-spring is basically April. And basically we had lined up real life and virtual life the same season. We're still technically in March on this server. Silos you see over the hill there are Red Dirt Farming's silos. It's his farm. Our silos are, our farm is just around the ridge here. And then behind us we have Farmulator Gaming. And he does his content over on Facebook. Been a little busy in real life with his farming and side job. He hasn't been able to get on much, but that's fine because we're running long seasons, slow clocks, gives you plenty of time to be able to get in and do stuff. If you can't commit being on every single day, or every other day even. Let's shut that down. Yeah, I had that problem with this seeder carry is that, well, my in key works plenty good. I'm going to type in. And in key works plenty good. Just doesn't do anything with this. But it did let me close it eventually. Like I said, Formulator Gaming's farm is down there in the flat. He has the big farm. And get some fields kind of around the farm. Red Dirt's farm is right there. Then there's another farm off in the distance. Then we have our farm right over here. And then this direction. The silo is a part of Red Dirt's farm, but the barn across the road, that's unspoken for. And then way off in the distance, way over there, hard to see, it's kind of fading out. That is Northern Alex's farm. David, I don't know. I definitely did not unmap it. I might have another binding. I don't know what it is. That's the problem with me, is if I don't use the keys constantly, I will not remember them. Oh shoot, I didn't fold it in. So honestly, the side panel I use for the joysticks and the guided steering, because that's about the only buttons I use on any regular basis. Oh, we're doing a good job pulling this up the hill. No problem, no problem. Well, that's the goal, Carrie, is that when we get closer to, obviously, harvest season is when you got a lot of folks helping folks, or if we get into crunch time on planting, but really, we're going to be in early spring until Friday. We're going to be in mid-spring until next Wednesday, about a week from now. And then we're going to be in late spring, probably until the following Saturday, Sunday. So it's probably about still 2.5 more weeks until we are into summer on the server. Plenty of time to do our planting. As you can see, nothing stops being able to be planted until the end of spring at the earliest. The late spring might be a big rush on people trying to get things planted that are a little behind. Cheesy, eggy, toast, and smashed country sausage. What's smashed country sausage? Is that like a sausage patty? How are we doing? Fertilize. Okay, so that's the second stage. We'll need to do a third stage there. So we've got grass down here on the flat. Oats. We've got grass here. We're going to put corn in, at least in this one. Maybe we'll put beans in this one. Corn and soybeans. And then that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 little fields down here. So of the crops, we could put in, something like, I don't really want to do a root crop. We could do barley, we could do wheat, we could do sunflowers down there, spelt, rye. We could do millet. We can make a fortune in selling poppy. Because Victor's export, buys poppies for a pretty good price. So, yeah, what do you think we should plant in those smaller fields down on the flat? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Because we'll need to plant something after we plant this field. Because we can't plant our beans or our corn until the temps come up in the ground and we get into mid-spring. Nick, it's the map. The map is a beast because the tree draw distance has been increased so much. I'll tell you, Carrie, I'm really not that big into the multi-fruit stuff. I could really... Alfalfa is alfalfa. It's a different looking grass crop. I know it. I know in real life they're different. Trust me. I had to put enough alfalfa bales up in my life to know that alfalfa is very different than other hays. But in game, it's just another grass. You mow it, you bale it, you mow it, you pick it up, you dump it. It just looks different. That's the way I look at it with all these multi-fruits. Carrots are just beets. They just look different. I just don't have the money to won't have the money to buy the specialty harvester for the carrots, the onions, the cabbages. I think we're gonna have enough grass to keep us busy. No way! I don't want to go in debt. No. So when we turn around, I'll show you the mods that I've got in for those root crops if anybody does want to do them. since we've got... No, go on. So we've got loaded in... I've got a big Homer that's set to do carrots, onions, cabbages. Don't have the small stuff. I've got the big Grimmy potato harvester. I've got one that does cabbages, carrots, onions, and red cabbages, as well as the big Homer that matches up with all of those headers. Do the carrots, onions, cabbages, and such. They are all expensive. Yeah, right. I'd have money if I didn't spend it with him. So you're 135 grand. That's all money spent on him today. Nick, you need to enable the dev controls or the dev console in the game settings. Pull this up. And then it's the tilde key beside the 1. Well, could do compost. Well, I'd have... No, that's manure and straw. And this map doesn't make that much money on compost, does it? It's not that valuable. Not super valuable like some other maps. But you need stuff to make manure, and I won't have a lot of manure. I'm only going to have 50 cows. And trust me, with 24-day seasons, they're not going to pump a lot of manure out. Because just like their food requirements are balanced for the year, regardless of your season length, their manure output is balanced also. So, shorter the seasons, the more manure you get per day, per cow. But in the end, it's the same amount of poo coming out of that cow over the course of a game year. I think we might... I don't know, we might do millet. Might do millet in a couple fields and they... Millet and spelt or something like that. David, I don't think we've really thought that much through it. To be quite honest, I'm not really... There's no goal. There's no goal of who can reach 1 million faster, who can buy the most land. There's no goals for the gameplay. Let's just get on and hopefully enjoy a laid-back multiplayer game. Unlike Case versus John Deere or Pros versus Joes, where the event and the gameplay really just takes your entirety of focus. That's where this is just one of the other projects. One of the other side projects. I was going to stream this map last night, but when I got on an hour before the stream, I realized it was dark. And there was a pretty good chance that it would be dark when I was going to be streaming. So I was like, well, I could just hunt this map for another day and do Italian yesterday, which I did. And then we come back a day later and we're in the middle of the afternoon. Same keyboard button that I used, that's the default mapping to lock in your GPS course. If you don't hit Alt, it's fold. So that's what happens there. And sometimes I don't hit Alt and therefore it starts to fold up. Diesel Sims, welcome. I tell you the truth, David, I kind of forget about the production. But yeah, you got a point. We could do fuel or corn syrup. Now, I don't know how that's going to work on multiplayer. Because let's say I put 50,000 liters of corn in. Will it work in multiplayer? And what's keeping someone else from basically taking that 50,000 liters of product out if they get there before I did, right? I'm glad you got it to work, Diesel. Right. Corn, soybeans, and those. Yeah, we'll just head down here. 135, 136. We'll see. Our personal silos are on owned land, but the production facilities are not on buyable land. So the silos are on land that you own, so when you buy it, your farm ID gets associated with the building, and only you can put product in and out unless you have someone as a contractor. But the factories on the map aren't buyable. Since they're not buyable, in theory, anyone can put in and anyone can pull out. Links. I don't have any problem with corn. Corn's tasty. So yeah, we'll know when someone tries to use one, because I happen to be Farm ID 1. I do need to go in and, oops, I need to go in and fix the sugar factory. I had a typo in the factory mod, which now caused everything to vanish. Oh, still unfolding. Alright, so these two fields are our fields. That field right there, the other side of the fence, that's the field we put grass in. Let's see here. Let's just make sure this is still a good... Yep. The plant. Wind her up and fire it off. You can't spawn things in. I don't think you can spawn them in on multiplayer. And it wouldn't. I'm farm 1, so it wouldn't be a good check. I won't need to buy any more planters. I'm good. We won't be getting any more money for, realistically, months. Let's wind up. Set up. Go. Farmers, gentlemen's agreements. You put 50 in, you take 50 out. Right? Who would have thought? We have a trustworthy gameplay. Because the one on the Mod Hub, in my opinion, is awful. So we're using Vehicle Inspector. It's over at modhoster.com. One on the Mod Hub like shows you like everything all the time. It's like, right? Like, why do I care if I've got a tractor that's sitting in the farm doing nothing? Here we go. Oh, no problem, Shadowbox. No problem at all. Yeah, we've got our sheep. We're still going to buy sheep, so I need money to buy sheep. Over there. We're going to put cows up there in the pen. Might buy some chickens, just for the funsies' sake of having chickens. Yeah, pretty much bought everything we need to buy. Not going to be buying any more fields. Once we get these fields seeded, we're not going to have anything left to do until the weekend. And hopefully on the weekend it will be warm enough, ground temp, to put in our soybeans and our corn. And at that point we're done planting. And it's just waiting for the grass to grow. And once the grass is growing, then we'll be able to cut hay. We have good clear weather. Start getting some hay around. Be able to have Raz deliver us some cows and sheep. Won't have hay for a little bit, but if there's enough grass there for them to graze off of in the pen, then we don't have to worry about feeding them for a little while. Got this nice strip of grass here along the river bottom, basically from that tree line, those trees, all the way to these trees right here. So a nice little section of grass. We planted grass up there on the hill, and the grass over here on the other side of the road, and then we've got just random grass scattered around we could collect. Wasn't it ID 0 that that in 17 let you use stuff but not own it? Or was that like ID 2? The map is linked in the description below. is the only place you should download it from. Now, there was a map that was a German map that we played that had like a communal silo where you could like put product in and then somebody else could take that product out. We kind of saw it as a way of selling grain to somebody, where you could basically put the product in and tell them, okay, I put 50,000 liters of wheat in, and then they could come along and pull 50,000 liters of wheat out of it and pay you. Done. This field here. I think we'll put spelt or something in these two little fields just to do it. But that's one of the suggestions I made to Giants earlier this week about multiplayer is, one, why do you have to have somebody, why does someone have to be in the game for you to pay them? Two, they should have the ability to basically transfer ownership of product, grain, vehicles, implements, bales, from one farm to the next. Links, we're going to be done here momentarily. We try to go about 2 hours, and we are at our 2-hour time frame as I say it. So yeah, we are just about done for the day. I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming tomorrow or not. We've done a lot of streaming recently, so we might take the night off, if we will. Earlier today, I was on Italia doing some contracts. I think I want to be in late spring before I do any more streams on Italia. And this map, other than planting these 3 fields, we're not going to have any more work to do until Friday at the earliest. And that's when I anticipated moving to mid-spring. So like I said, we might take a few days off and try to get the maps moved forward to where we can do some more stuff. Well, thank you all for coming out and watching. If you didn't check out the new and noteworthy video today on Click to Switch, check it out. It's an interesting script feature for PC players that basically lets you right-click and then left-click on a vehicle, and it basically instantly lets you switch to that vehicle as opposed to hitting tab or hitting escape and then finding it here on the mini map and then picking it. Basically, if you can see it, then you can switch to it with a mouse click. So go ahead and check out that new and noteworthy if you have not already seen it. Until next time, happy farming.